Welcome to this CarGurus UK video review of the new BMW X6. Not that you need to watch it, to be honest, because everybody's already got an opinion on the BMW X6. You either love it despite its flaws or hate it despite its strengths. Either way, when faced with an X6, nobody's going to feel indifferent. In a world of copycat SUVs and crossovers, this individuality might just be something to celebrate. That's what we'll be looking at in this video. If you enjoy it, please do like, comment and subscribe to the CarGurus UK YouTube channel, and remember to turn on those notifications so you'll know when our new videos go live. Despite being one of BMW's more controversial models, the X6 has proved a sales hit since it was first launched in 2008. In fact, around 500,000 units have been sold, which pales in comparison to how many X5s have been sold. But nonetheless, it's a big car and probably has a healthy profit margin built into it, so good business. That's even more so when you learn that a lot of X6 buyers play fast and loose with the options list. Start adding soft closed doors, heated and cooled cup holders, massage seats, sky lounge, panoramic roof and laser headlights, and you can easily add thousands of pounds to the price of your X6. As with previous versions, this third generation X6 is based on the X5, so it was never going to feel small inside. In fact, on the outside, it's both bigger and heavier than its predecessor. This car certainly lives by the more is more mantra. Coming back to the inside, these outer two rear seats are really spacious. If you move to the middle, headroom is a bit of a pinch for taller people, and unfortunately you don't get the X6 as a 7-seater like you do the X5. At 580 litres, the boot is huge. In fact, it's so big, and even more so with the rear seats folded, that the sloping roofline will only be a problem if you need to carry unusually large loads. Of course, if you were really thinking about interior space, there's no way you would buy an X6 over an X5. No, you buy one of these because you like the way it looks, and you're hoping that that coupe styling rubs off on the driving experience. The version of X6 we're in today is the M50d, and before you add any options, it is £74,335, which does sound like an awful lot of money, but then the X6 is an awful lot of car, both in terms of its size and the quality on offer. Here in the front, everything is either leather, a screen, carbon fibre, metal or glass. Naturally, this opulence won't be to all tastes, but in terms of design and finish, it is quite hard to fault. At 12.3 inches, the central infotainment screen with the BMW iDrive operating system 7.0 looks giant. In fact, it's the same size as the digital instrument cluster. The difference is, where functionality with the instrument cluster is fairly limited, the main infotainment screen is a computing powerhouse that can be operated by touch, voice, gesture, or the traditionally rotary controller. Considering all the things it has to control, this system is fairly easy to navigate, and it's great that BMW has got some shortcut buttons, including this panel here for the heating to complement the tech. The X6 has spawned a whole range of copycat SUV-Coupes. Mercedes, Audi and even Porsche, all desperate to emulate in its success. And it's no mere styling exercise either, because the X6 has always been decent to drive. You still get that raised driving position, you feel safe and protected, but it's not cumbersome. Indeed, even with the smallest available engine in the 30D model pushing out 265 horsepower, all versions of the third generation X6 can get from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds or less. In reality, that is plenty quick enough for most people most of the time. But in the vein of more is more, BMW offers this M50d version, which gets from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 5.2 seconds. Thanks to no fewer than 4 turbochargers. That's a pair each of low pressure and high pressure turbos to boost the 3-litre straight-six diesel engine, which produces 400 horsepower and 560 pound-foot of torque. This power is delivered to all four wheels through an 8-speed automatic gearbox, which can be smooth or snappy depending on your mood. It's one of those engines that just keeps pulling and pulling, which is unusual for a diesel. What's also unusual for a diesel is that it sounds pretty good. What's more of a challenge though is fuel economy. Official tests say you can get up to 34 miles per gallon, but in reality, if you ever want to enjoy the performance, that's probably not going to happen. We've been getting just under 30 miles per gallon, which you could say for a diesel is not that great, but for a 2-ton, 400 brake horsepower SUV, it's pretty good. However, while the engine might be sublime, the ride in this M50d model is decidedly subpar. I'd say that's down to a combination of the 22-inch alloy wheels that it comes with and the adaptive M suspension instead of the air suspension found on the cheaper X6s. Even in comfort mode, the M50d never really feels settled, even on flowing roads. Take it down a B road and it's just plain uncomfortable. And in sport mode, the body control improves, but the ride gets worse. While it might be a bumpy ride, the handling is fundamentally quite good. First thing to say on that front is that there is a lot of grip. I mean loads of it. You have to be really ambitious to get the X6 to do anything other than grip and go. The steering feels weighty and reassuring. This isn't one of those SUVs that you can just control with your fingers. You really need to grip hold of the wheel and take command of it, which is one of the main reasons why it is geared towards keener drivers. Clearly, this is an impressive piece of engineering, and the evolution in the X6's design is not going to lose it any of its loyal followers. The question for them is not whether they should stick with an X6, but which version to go for. As much as I like the engine in this M50d version, it's hard to ignore that M30d and M40i are plenty fast enough, and cheaper and more comfortable thanks to the air suspension. So forget the more is more mantra. With the latest version of the X6, we think slightly less is more. Do you agree, or would you rather just have the extra power? Let us know in the comments. Plus, please do give the video a like and subscribe to the CarGurus UK YouTube channel, where we publish 2 new reviews every week. And remember that cargurus.co.uk is the place to go to find a great deal on your next car from a top-rated dealer.